Going to take the MAX train out to the airport. Got a flight from here to Seattle, layover, then to Juneau. COVID test required. I got it 2 days ago. Cost $200. Took about 20 minutes. Negative. Here we go. Alaska in winter. Thanks a lot. PDX, Portland International Airport. This flight was not cheap. $475. I'm not sure if that includes luggage. Probably got to pay for that too. It is quiet. Alaska Airlines. All checked in. There was no line, so I have plenty of time now. Now, funnily enough, I'm not bringing my Alaska hat to Alaska. This is awesome. I have a storage space here in Portland, and so I stopped in there and traded out all my stuff from Mexico, all my tank tops and shorts and everything, and got Alaska gear for the cold weather conditions. And I came across this hat that I bought in Georgia. Got some coins here. The country of Georgia, and I really like it, so no Alaska hat this time. Alright, gotta get through security. And through security, food shops. I am hungry for some breakfast. It is 11 o'clock. My flight is at 1 p.m., so 2 hours to kill. Hollywood, Portland, Oregon. That's one of the neighborhoods. I lived in Portland for 6 years. Got a car parked in Salem at my friend Eric's house. Made it to Seattle. Man, a lot different here than Portland. I now have 2 hours to kill. Juneau, 350. Here we go. I am in through the checkpoint where they make sure that you have your negative COVID test. Everything went well, and I should have a shuttle waiting for me. Let's find out. And definitely feeling that cold air. 28 degrees Fahrenheit.
I was just watching, I think it's a 53-minute speech when Steve Jobs introduced the iPhone.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen that video?
I haven't, no.
It's fascinating.
From like, wow, when would that be? Like 2006 or 7 or something? Or somewhere around there?
It may have been 2007 or 8.
Yeah.
But it's a fascinating video because it was when, you know, BlackBerry was it.
Yeah.
And Nokia and everything was small screen. You know, it had the hard keyboard at the bottom. I was not on board when they did that because I didn't really understand the concept as much.
Yeah.
But you know, to shove 5,000 songs in a little tiny square like that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing. Yeah, I was way behind the curve. I got my first smartphone in 2016, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the smartphone
digital
world.
age, yeah.
But no, it's really fascinating to watch that because in the intro he says to be a part of a new, I'll use for lack of a better term, invention, or be part of a product that changes the world is an amazing thing in your life. But to be able to be a part of, you know, multiple products that you were part of, that you introduced to the world, is, you know, short of mind-blowing.
Yeah.
You keep coming up with products that are just, you know, so useful. And Jobs, in his own way, he's like, we came up with a new internet communicator. We came up with a new phone. We came up with a new iPod. And then he repeats himself over again, and then the audience laughs. Then he repeats himself again, and then they really kind of start laughing, like, what's his point, right?
Uh-huh.
He goes, these are not 3 different devices. This is one device, and then you kind of hear the gasping in the audience, or they're like, they're like, what?
Yeah.
Because they're
and a lot more than that too.
Oh yeah.
He
And
definitely didn't exaggerate how much it would change our lives.
Oh, exactly.
And here we go. Home for the next 4 nights. $90. Basically the cheapest thing in town. And I checked all over booking.com and Airbnb. The Airbnbs were actually more expensive. Nice big comfy bed. And a view that I'm sure is going to be pretty nice in the morning. Not much to see out there now, but there are big mountains right back behind the city of Juneau, which is a really pretty city. So I'm going to relax here for a little bit and then head out and go find some dinner. Alaska State Library Archives Museum. Our ancestors' house. So I got a recommendation for a restaurant. Let's try to find it. It feels even colder just an hour or so later than it was before. This is Alaska in winter. What do you expect? And that mountain is going to blow your mind in the morning. I can just see the faint outline, and it is way higher than I had expected. So that is going to be a beautiful sight tomorrow. Some serious ice here. It is good to be back. The last time I was in Alaska, 3 years ago, when I worked in Denali National Park, washing dishes for a month. And before that, it had been 1995. Worked in Denali again that summer. I guess street food here, Bun Daddy and Pucker Wilson's, interesting name, And so summer of 1995, then I worked at a restaurant in the park, and then went to university here in Alaska, 1990 to 1992. 1 year in Fairbanks, 1 year in Juneau here. So the last time I was here was May 1992. More about all that later. All right, the Hangar on the Wharf. This is the restaurant that was recommended, and apparently might have dine-in seating. Let's find out. Looking good so far. Other people going in there. Just water is fine. I think those fish and chips is going to do it, so let's go with it. Right on. Thank you. Cool. And the temperature is going down, 25 now. And here we go, Alaskan halibut, fish and chips, $27. And check this out. Amazing Juneau, capital of Alaska. Look at those mountains. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to find some lunch now, so I will give a little taste of Juneau here and then show more in the coming videos. It's only like 1:30 or something, and the sun is going down. And here's the water. So that is an island. The southeastern panhandle, as it is called, is composed of all these different islands out there. Juneau is on the mainland. However, you cannot drive here. Canada is relatively close, but there are no roads that go from anywhere else to Juneau. There is a road that goes north up the coast about like 50 miles or so, and then it ends, and it doesn't go very far down this way, and then there's a road that goes across a bridge over here onto that island and around part way, and then that is it for the highway system here around Juneau. But there are ferries that go to various islands in the area to different towns on the islands, Ketchikan and Sitka, and the plan is to visit some of those islands if I can. I still need to find out about the ferry schedule and how doable it is, but there you go. Just a little taste of this gorgeous region of Alaska. Very different from the interior, where it is less mountainous. Well, there's various terrain, of course, but around Fairbanks, then it is kind of more rolling hills and less evergreen forests, and also much, much colder up north, of course, and less daylight. But this area is very forested, very green, and just stunningly beautiful. So anyways, going to go to a restaurant right over here and grab some lunch.